of genuineness in our Pan-Africanists.
Yes.
I spoke about it as well, and I'll speak about it even now. There is no genuineness. Most of them are political pimps who are using Pan-Africanism to get relevance. And that's why I don't comment about most of them.
Yes.
If you are a man who says we want to build Africa and one day you condemn misgovernance and corruption and political violence, and when things get tough for you, you start supporting those whom you used to say they are misgoverning Africa. To me, that's actually an exercise which we need to defend ourselves from.
Yes.
I watched this guy, Rutendo Matinyarare, speaking about how the West are trying to undermine and sabotage what big projects he said Mr. Mnangagwa is doing right now. And somebody asked him about Mr. Mugabe, and he said, well, the failures of Zimbabwe, some of them are attributed to Mr. Mugabe, and that's why the party decided to replace him. So he condemned Mr. Mugabe and glorified Mr. Mnangagwa. But a few years ago, he was speaking about misgovernance by the Zimbabwean government. When you change your narrative, whenever it suits you because you want to patronize with those that are in power, you become a man with no soul. And once you do that, you lose your relevance to people like me. I can't listen to you anymore.
Yes.
Because you are disingenuous. You are a hypocrite. And these two characteristics are the ones that have caused African politicians to fail Africa.
Yes.
They are disingenuous, they are hypocrites.
Yes.
Whatever they say are carefully crafted speeches to appease the minds and the ears of their audience.
Yes.
They don't mean it. That's why they change their narrative whenever it suits them. And that's a problem. Any man under the sun who blames a dictator who has been around for more than 30 years and glorifies a deputy dictator who has been around for 30 years. No, he is not worth your attention if you are wise.
Yes.
Tell me one thing that Mugabe did that you can't blame Mnangagwa for also. One thing. So right now, if I want to go back to Zimbabwe and I start to sing for my supper and say, well, Mr. Mnangagwa is now is building Zimbabwe. Let's all support him. People must ask one thing. Am I mentally stable?
Yes.
Because it should be embarrassing for a man to change statements on the same subject.
Yes.
Especially in the public. It must be shameful. When a man changes his narrative without offering an apology or an explanation, I'm telling you, that is a sign that those who are clapping hands and applauding that man have also lost their mental balance.
Yes.
So you can blame sanctions, you can blame everything, but you can't blame corruption. You can't blame misgovernance. You can't blame political violence and atrocities, terrorism conducted by this government against its citizens. You can record a video for 2 hours and applaud the government for building a substandard road from Mashingo to Beit Bridge. You can't blame them for the murder of Boneni Nguve, of the murder of Tinashe Chitsungi, of the murder of Mo Blessing Ali. You can't do that. So you are telling me that a road is more important than a citizen? Wow.